All right. Yes, you can ask me your doubt, Vishaka.
No, ma'am, I don't have a doubt.
Sorry,
Uh,
I mean Yashika. Sorry.
yes.
Um, Actually, for the portfolio thing, I had the doubt. I've completed 4 or 5 videos.
Okay.
So in that portfolio thing, I'm very confused. Like, I don't have any work experience. I'm in 12th right now, and
Mm-hmm.
as you told that you can pitch up to your relative or like create your own idea.
Right,
Like,
right.
actually, I don't have any idea. Like, how what should I pitch up to my relative at this point? And
Uh-huh.
if I create my like own idea, so I'll have to make an Insta page, or if I just make the posters and present it in like a portfolio thing, will that work?
All right. Since you're pitching out only to your relatives right now, probably if you just create few poster, put it up in a PDF form and give it to them, that would also work for you, right? But let's suppose if you're pitching out to the people who don't know about anything about you, and you want to do it on a larger scale, like you want to experiment a little bit and you want to take it on a larger scale, the business,
Hmm.
right? Then possibly you can start creating on social media and everything, right? But since you're just starting small, what you can do, you can just create a PDF related to all the works that you have done so far,
I
any
have no.
poster,
This
any
is like
video.
social media marketing is very new to me.
Haha.
So मेरे
No,
को
got it.
like
I do get it, but I'll tell you, this is very new to you. But you are a person who do consume social media, right?
hmm,
So you might be aware about that there are certain videos, there are certain posts that works on social media, right? Or whenever we'll be learning about content calendar, or if that classes happen so far, I'm not sure that how much you've gone through it. But there's a content calendar class which actually talks about various kinds of content type which generally work on social media platform,
hmm.
right? So I talked about at least 22 to 30 content types, right? If suppose you want to showcase your work, out of those 22 to 30 content types, you can just take 3 or 4 content type and create a little bit of content there, right? Or you can just take one video and you can just like start from scratch, and that the do the video editing part of it and give it to the person whoever is interested into your services, just so they can see your work, right? Since you're pitching out your relative, you might be knowing that okay, what is the services that they're providing, right? What is the business they are in. So it would be really helpful if you can just provide them samples related to the same industry so they can judge your expertise there. I know you will not be aware about each and everything, you're just starting out, but that's again, it's a room for experimentation only, right? So whatever that you're learning about content calendars and all other things, try
Hmm.
to put it up as much as possible. And once you get one real client, you will be doing a whole social media marketing for them, right? So at that point of time, whatever the work that you are doing will become your testimonials and would come into your portfolio.
No, if I want to do like something like I don't want to pitch right now because I am not that it is very new to me. If I want to do something on my own, like if I'm thinking to go on a food industry, if for
Okay.
example I'm selecting Wow Momo or anything like that, so
Okay.
like if I'm making posters for them for that thing and I put that posters on my portfolio, will that work?
All right. So it's a company that you are creating a poster for, right? There is something which is like if they have actually hired you
Hmm.
to work for them, then you can put up their work, right? But otherwise, you cannot claim that this is the work that you have done for that particular company,
No,
right?
I'll just put it वैसे portfolio में to show
Yeah,
that
yeah.
how
Yeah, I'm coming to that part only, right?
I,
So it's about the communication part I'm saying, so that you will be very careful in the future part of it as well, right? So let's suppose if you are putting your work there that I have worked with this particular company, I've created something, it should not be misrepresented in a form that they have hired you to work for them if they
yes,
have
I
not,
see that.
right? So another thing that what you can do is that if I were a social media marketer for that particular company, this is what my post would generally would look like, and this is an example of it, right? So this
I'll
will
mention
actually
that.
showcase a lot of your work.
So I'll mention that.
Yeah, you mentioned it that if you were a social media marketer, this is something that you would possibly create for that particular company.
And in portfolio wala site, I saw you told to write about me.
Yeah.
So there are many like in your videos, I read something, and in Canva also I read ki portfolio ke about me, mein what do they write? So there, what should I write? Because I don't have any work experience, I don't know anything about it.
Right, right. So let's suppose you want to write something about yourself, or right now you're in school, you can talk about that. I'm a student. Right? You can just say that you're a student. What are you passionate about? What got into the field of digital marketing? That is what you can talk about. You can talk about your ability, you can talk about your qualities that is going to actually help you stand out. Right now, you do not have any skills as such, any hard skills as such. But what you do have is a passion for this particular area. So you can try to talk about it, right? What you can showcase is your confidence that hey, I will be able to help you reach that number of clients, right? Or will help you in that scale. Okay, fine. If you don't want to quote a number that I'm going to increase your sale by 10x to 5x, but at least you can guarantee that you will be able to create good content calendar for them that is going to represent the goals of the company, right? So at least you can say that okay, I will help you communicate very clearly. If you're not sure on the results part, it's completely fine, but what confidently you can communicate is that आप जो मुझे बता रहे हो मैं आपको इतना तो करके दे सकती हूँ. Got it? So
And one more thing,
yeah.
during that internship thing, when we will get, what do we basically will do? We create posts for them, or like you said कि social media marketing में ये सब categories होता है, तो जिस category में जाना है, like what do we exactly do in that internship?
Right, right. So, what will happen is it will depend upon you. So, the portfolio that you will be making, let's suppose it is heavily based on, it's based on post as well, it's based on video editing as well, and they could gauge that you're a good social media marketer and a graphic designer, right? If they're able to gauge through your portfolio that you both of those things, then probably you'll go on a much higher end role wherein you will be getting a little bit of an extra work onto your plate. But let's suppose they're able to gauge that only you're good with strategy part, so they'll give you the strategy part of the work. If they get to know that you're a good graphic designer, they'll just give you that kind of a work, right? So what you're going to represent is actually the kind of work that you will be getting. But again, most of them will actually ask you to create a strategy for a particular company, seeing whatever the goals of the company. What would you suggest that how should they handle their social media account? What is the things that you would have done for that particular company, and that you have to create and give it to the company so that they can actually post onto their accounts.
So whatever we will work, they will post on their account.
Yeah, if you're interning with that particular company and they give you a particular task, they'll give you a task that, let's say, create a content calendar for a month, right? So if whatever that things you're creating, they'll give you some feedback onto it if they want to make few changes here and there, right? They'll give you feedback on that. Otherwise, if there is no feedback or they would like your content, they'll post your content there,
I have
right?
not
Because
gone through that content calendar. I've just gone to like that branding marketing wala difference part.
acha
Till
acha.
because
Got
portfolio के time पे I was very confused. उसके बाद I stopped एक बार.
I do get it. So the reason I put portfolio class at the very first itself is because if I put the class at the very last, what is going to happen? You will get very less of time to actually work onto your portfolio. But once you're already aware about the portfolio and you clear your doubt with me, you know what are the things you have to look forward to when you're attending the next sessions, which is connected, right? So you'll know, okay, this is something that I have to derive from, or possibly this is the thing that I could put. For example, I also talk about email marketing there, right? If you've seen the portfolio video, I do talk about mentioning some email samples. So when the email marketing class comes up, you would actually listen to it much more carefully and you could see that okay, this is area where I could put up into my portfolio, right? So very
But
reason why
email
that was
marketing के लिए भी तो I also have to work, like tell someone to pitch my idea for email marketing also. But
see, email marketing mein, you don't have to do in that particular manner. Thankfully, through all the tools that we have, just need to learn how do you draft a very good email. Because I talked about Mailchimp and all those things. There you will be seeing some tools. What you have to learn is designing those emails onto those platforms and learn about automating those things. Right. So once you learn about the automation process, from your ID itself, you can schedule 10,000 emails, right, to any sort of contacts that you want. Start practicing with your own account itself. Once a client comes, you have nothing to worry of because you've already practiced onto your account, right? So does it make sense?
थोड़ा बहुत yes.
Yeah, okay. Don't get overwhelmed. Everything will make sense. Everything is there in a flow for a reason, so that you will be
Because
able to understand.
till now that it was nothing like about creating the content abhi tak till the portfolio thing ki content kaise karna है. It was about types of marketing, like types of marketing kita, like portfolio, how do you branding or marketing mein difference, then
Right, right.
there are more stuffs. So
Right.
I will
I'll tell you the reason for branding and marketing as well, why that particular theory aspect is there. Because when you design a social media marketing calendar, you have to be very clear on the basics part of it. Ki branding mein kya include hota hai, mission, vision. What is the importance does it hold when you're creating a particular post? You cannot just create any random post, right? When a founder is telling that my goal is to actually increase the sale, you're gonna create a post that has very good copywriting, that is gonna persuade a person to buy something, because the goal is to actually increase sales, right? If a goal is that I just want engagement, then the post will be designed in a very different manner, right? So you have to understand those parts, then only will be able to actually make a content on social media.
No, I'll complete it and then I'll work on that. That if I was iska social media marketing management, so then I'll do that.
Right, yeah, do that. And if you have any further doubts, you can just let me know on that as well. I think you can share your progress also with me, possibly. I think with Shaka, if you can, or somebody will connect you from the team as well. I'll just ask how it's done. So if you want, you can just share your portfolio to me. I'll review it, and the next time you book the session with me, I'll make sure that I'll go through your portfolios, and then I'll actually give your feedback onto it, or possibly we can
I'll
work on a
complete
portfolio
all
together.
the videos in this week or next max because I have exams also, like tests. So I'll manage it at night.
Yeah, done for sure. Okay.
Thank you.
Any further doubts that you have? No, that's it for now. All right. Thank you, Ashika. May I know where you're from, by the way?
I am from Kolkata.
Kolkata. Which are you in school?
Yeah, I'm in school. I'm in 12th right now.
12th right now. Yeah, you did tell me about it. All right. All the best for your boards. All the best for your portfolio. Any doubt, please do reach out. Okay.
You.
Bye bye. Good night.
Good night.